I love living on the Hawkesbury River, and one of my favourite things to come out of this river are Hawkesbury River school prawns. They are smaller than your tigers, but they are super sweet, and I love cooking with them. And you can find them on menus of some of Sydney's top restaurants for that reason. And my good friend Gary Howard has been trawling the Hawkesbury River for school prawns for over 25 years. So today I'm up ridiculously early to go trawling with Gary to get some Hawkesbury school prawns so I can cook them in garlic, butter and chilli. Good mate, how are you?
All right, bit fresh this morning. Jump for mate. We'll get going, hopefully we catch a few.
Gary always heads out before sunrise from his jetty at Lower Portland, near the junction of the Hawkesbury and Colo rivers. How long have you been doing this?
This is my 27th season on the river here.
So on a good day, how many can you have on board?
Oh, you might have 300 kilo on board on a really good day.
Wow, that's a lot. And this part of the river is brackish water, or is it pure salt?
At the moment it's a bit brackish because how dry it is.
Yeah.
Prawn production is around that rainfall. The more rainfall we get, the more prawns we catch.
Because there's more food in the water?
That colour in the water, and it washes them out of the up in the estuaries upstream,
yeah.
Pushes them down in the estuary and puts colour in the water, and it stimulates breeding and growth, and won't be long, another sort of 15 minutes or so, it'll be light enough to put the net in the water.
You love Hawkesbury school prawns?
They're the only prawn, but I'm a bit biased.
I know, well you've converted me because they're so sweet.
I think that's most people's opinion once they try them. The taste of the prawn. It has a unique taste, it's very sweet.
And also, they're really good for bait.
The majority of my prawns will go for bait, Marty.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think 87% of New South Wales seafood's imported now. About 70% of Australia's seafood's imported now. And here we are with a fishery on the doorstep of Sydney, sustainably fished for 70 years. And I'd love for the people to eat these prawns and know these prawns.
So how many kilos do you reckon we've got here? I reckon we've got at least 50.
More like 30, Marty, more like 30.
And there's not a lot of bycatch in here. What are these little ones that are still...
Banded sole. I only want the prawns, so I'm not much interested in anything else. They're not a bad size, you know, that's probably an 8 to 10 gram prawn,
yeah.
Where peak time they're 18 to 20 gram prawns, and he'll be this big and as thick as your thumb. So Hawkesbury's renowned for the size of its prawn on the east coast,
yeah.
And historically that's the sort of prawn and bigger we want to capture for our bait market.
For eating personally, especially small school prawns, I'd rather them a bit smaller because we try to eat the whole thing.
Yeah, in your case, when you're eating the whole prawn, yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about sustainability. I know that's one big thing on your list.
Australia has some of the best managed fisheries in the world, Marty. This fishery here has been operating since 1946. The last 5 years in this fishery, 5-6 years, have been the best I've had in 27 years.
Wow.
There's plenty of prawns, plenty of fish. The estuary is doing well. Well, mate, I reckon we've got about 80 kilos.
Oh, good.
I think we might head home, mate.
Okay. You hungry?
I'm starving.
Are you?
What's the story?
How about we make you some brunch?
Sounds like a plan, mate. Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Let's go.